This was the DJ booth for the festival, and we had like three tier stage. Place was just like swarmed with wonderful characters. It's the motto is where the exceptionally gifted come to play. So it was something like that. You get extra value to it, and it's a nicer sauna. Like my mate said the other day, that sauna's the best ever. It's like it's ashwood from the land, oak from the land, and it's like when you're making a fire, it just feels more setting and more like you just feel a deep connection to the actual land and what it's giving us. Where I learned a lot about like how much goes into like keeping a tree protected and healthy. Before I was just like very hippie with it. I was like, no one touches a tree, no one touches a branch. Like they grow, and I was just not educated that you have to actually give a bit of attention, cut a few of the deadwood branches down, so in fact the tree will flourish. Right, the first woodland treasure is the jumble. Cabin, the OG cabin that we went live with first in end of 2019, just before the COVID massacre. You got a bit of Thieves' Day memorabilia, phone box.
Is that for the festival?
Yeah, we had it, and it was just like grateful over the old photo shots.
It's lasted the test of time.
It's lasted the test of time, yeah. I mean, we had plans to turn it into a shower, book thing. We haven't done anything with it. Post box. People used to leave their reviews in there. It's quite cute. Always good ones.
That's awesome.
They were bad ones. If there were bad reviews, you just give them there because you were like, some pretty good jokes. No, we wouldn't. It was all good. All love. Yeah, you got some bamboo that we planted. Tabby friends. So there was a hot tub there. We've moved the hot tub now. We've changed the dynamic. So this was the DJ booth for the festival, and we had like three tier stage, and the DJs were bopping here. Like the DJs here, and this place was just like swarmed with wonderful characters. It's the motto is where the exceptionally gifted come to play. It was something like that. It was really nice, and we had a beautiful community. And this was like the woodlands. Like this was pumping in here. Is this open? No, it's locked. And then we moved it inside, and then it was just a DJ booth, and then we converted it at the back in 2019 into like for the holiday lets, the Airbnb. It was actually canopy and stars. Yeah, I'll show you inside. But yeah, it's nice to wake up here. It's really nice when people stay here on their own. Not many people book on their own, but you can really get connected to like how magical like the forest is, and nature's just like, you wake up in the morning, you got to go out to go to the toilet, and you just hear like nature in its element, like all the animals, everyone's partying at night, and it's nice. This is where the toilet is. We'll show you this first so we can go through. Can we get through that way? Yeah, you lot heard of glisglis? Glisglis, you heard of glisglis? Oh, they're like the squirrel mice thing. You not heard of them? They're only native around the Chilterns.
No, I didn't know.
There's loads of them around here. They're so fun. They're like the funnest animals. They look like squirrels. Yeah. But they look like mice, but they've got squirrel tails. But they're in between, and the Rothschilds brought them over. But they make some crazy noises. Really? Yeah, but they're like protected species, but they're also a pest because they can your wires in your attics and that. But there are loads of them around here, so they're really fun to. Oh, this is on. They're really fun to watch. Yeah, this is an old DJ booth once upon a time. Now it's a toilet. Yeah, we've had guests stay here on the weekend, so we haven't cleaned it. So excuse the mess. Yeah, you can see in the bathroom. So this is Sisters of the Greenhouse. This is the same conservatory. So this is what we've done for here, but it's a conservatory. It came from the same part of London. And you've got a pallet ceiling and a shower screen. This is the jumble. That was a bit aggressive. Yeah, you used to have the DJ here, and everyone was dancing there. It was really, really beautiful. That's the jumble. This is the lounge, but we only if people are doing like a full site hire, they get this, or they can hire the whole woodlands as well. But this was an old caravan. It's had a few stories in Deebsday land. It was always moved from field to field, but and now we just have it as like an extra when people are staying here.
I suppose that's the point, isn't it? It's not meant to be too fancy because you're in the woodlands, you're in nature, so it's kind of capturing that experience, isn't it?
Keep it rustic, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Have wood. That's what people like. You strip back, take everything out of there. You don't want TVs. You don't need no fancy paint. You just keep it simple.
I like that, the jumble. I didn't notice that before actually. You had it written into the wood.
The jumble.
Yeah. Written into the wood with brick.
Yeah, with bricks, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Right, brick slips.
That's clever.
This is our little forest spa. There's a sauna that people use. That's our multi-sensory garden. Got different trees planted all around there. So soon, well, in a few years, that's going to be just like captured by all the different trees that we have there. Be like a little safe haven. Sauna, wood stove sauna. All the wood from the land heats that up. Ice bath. So you do the contrast therapy, hot to cold, cold to hot. Really great for the skin and the endorphins and all benefits. And then you've got a hot tub. A nice little arch onto there. There's yoga mats made from slates that came from a snooker table. So they're the slates out of a snooker table, and then they fit these perfect size of mats. So we come round. So the hot tub, that's our OG hot tub that's been there for a while. Look at the little mushrooms. Yeah, this little bridge over into the bar area for when we're doing events, but we've also got the sober drinks as well. Good for events. Yeah, and we've done a few nice parties for people in the summer, from private birthday parties for friends. So if we have a wedding, then we can also have incorporated there. And yeah, this is the kitchen for the studio. Forest studio kitchen. Don't like plastic. Then we come into so this was the funky forest when we did Deebsday. Now it's just the forest studio. So we have another yoga space, but people can also have it for sleeping, or people can have an event here. We had DJs in the summer. We had a few parties where people had a DJ and whatnot, but then yeah, you got to really go up there and you can do yoga up there, and you get a really nice sunrise on a nice day. There was a yoga class here during the week, so you can have your yogas down there. There are old floorboards, old doors on the walls. Yeah, it's nice when it's all show ready. It's not right now. I'll take you up here for the little steps that we've done in the summer, so you get the view. And we'll walk through the woodlands now. So yeah, a nice east rise and sunrise here. Catch it. So you get magical ones in the winter as well. It just nipples up over that tree line. It comes up there. And it just when you get a beautiful sunrise here, it's like heaven on earth. It's just lights up the whole fields. Yeah. That's an old pallet fence that we done. Each of those have been dismantled, those pallets. That took about 6 years. It took ages. That goes right around the whole road. But yeah, that's the neighbouring field, and you get lots of deers running through there. It's cold, isn't it? Breezy. Breezy! Just a random little garden statue. This is the last little woodland piece to the puzzle is Betsy. Yeah. You've got Betsy and Betsy's sister, little caravan there. Oh, it's the first bit of Storm Dara memorabilia. What's he done? He's done a bit of damage yet. Took the ceiling off. Got a bathtub. Betsy's little camper van. Got all the wood, the little wood in there. Yeah, got a caravan next to it. But yeah, we don't really do too much with this. Nice place to meditate right there. All the grass has come up. Yeah, newts and that. Yeah, that's that lining's an actual old teepee tent that we had at the festival. So we just line that.
Oh, sweet.
And then also like the outlet of the bath goes in there. Obviously we shower before, and then if you
You get tadpoles then?
yeah, you get all sorts of going in there. You get
Fish?
the
Any
newts,
fish?
not fish. Fish don't find their way up here.
Oh,
No. Get mermaids. Get the sharks. No, it's just yeah. You get the frogs and newts there. There's loads of frogs around here. Like just away from the water.
just about.
There's a lot of frogs in this land. Yeah. I think the frogs are a sign of good health, good wealth. I don't know what a sign of.
Well, how was it with the winds that it's been lately? Did
Well,
anything get moved over?
Just saw a bit of the ash tree fallen, but it was quite calm. There was some of the temporary fencing that we had down was down, but
Nothing too crazy.
no, I had guests check in on the storm day on the Saturday, and I was like, ooh, in the jungle. You get sure they were only but they were fine. But it's worrying. But we've done a lot of the tree surgery work at the beginning of this year. So there would have been some damage, but we sort of was a step ahead, and that's where I learned a lot about like how much goes into like keeping a tree protected and healthy. Before I was just like very hippie with it. I was like, no one touches a tree, no one touches a branch. Like they grow, and I was just not educated that you have to actually give her a bit of attention, cut a few of the deadwood branches down, so in fact the tree will flourish. And there was a couple of trees. There was one down there that we actually had to cut down because they were fallen. And another tree's grown up in its place already. Wow. And nature just does its thing. It's like, don't worry, like just you do the dirty work, let us do the rest. Amazing. So yeah, it's good. It's good. That's why we've got wood now that we can use. So before we were never on top of the hot tub sauna wood. We'd always buy our wood in. We couldn't keep up with it. And guests use it. You're losing 3 or 4 days. This is the first year that we're actually ahead, and we're using our own wood for all the fire pits, all the saunas, and it feels really nice that it's from the land. The land's giving it to us, but we just like, and you get extra value to it, and it's a nicer sauna. Like my mate said the other day, that sauna was the best ever. It's like it's ashwood from the land, oak from the land, and it's like when you're making a fire, it just feels more setting and more like you just feel a deep connection to the actual land and what it's giving us.
And you said that there's a surrounding trail that kind of leads through Ashridge?
Yeah, Ashridge is the bridle path, takes you where the jumble was, takes you up towards Ashridge. Yeah, you've got a monastery, Buddhist monastery just behind us, the Armavati, which is very popular. They do beautiful guided meditations on Saturdays at 2 p.m. and there's hundreds of people that go there. There's like 90 monks, there might be more monks live there now, and they're redoing it up at the moment to make more lay-bys, places people stay. They've got a new shala built. So it's a beautiful space, and it's just literally there, the other side of that horizon. So we get the monks walking through on the public footpath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, chatting to them, and they're like, hey, and it was like, one of them was leaving the monastery recently. He was like, what's the outside world like? I'm like, oh, expensive. Credit card. Yeah, he was going back to his tech company.
Oh, cool.
He was just like, I've done 7 years, feel good, feel like completely. yeah, so yeah, we've got the Astridge National Park, the beacons, the Ivanhoe beacons is near here, and the Dunstable Downs, and that's a beautiful forest there. That one there, those little woodlands. They say that King Henry VIII had a holiday home there. I don't know who said that. Someone told me that. I was like, don't know if I believe that. So I just sometimes tell people that's true, but it might not be. But we've actually got Roman coins. I should have showed you in the Moloko that are 2,000 years old that were found on the land from my friend who was metal detected. So Romans, he reckons that in that middle field there, they had a campsite in that middle. You know where it goes on the hill? Yeah. They had a campsite there. That's where he was finding all these little gems and these little weights and these little pellets. Whatever he was finding was given reference that they were homaged here. They were settled here. So Romans would have done that, and they would have walked from here to St Albans for the cathedral on the Sunday, and they would have had them. He reckons they would have stashed up all their coins in trees up there. Yeah, people are growing food for us to eat, and the deers are demolishing them. So I think it's whatever. I don't know. My moral compass isn't really settled into that. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to turn that into a little meditation thing. I'm going to put a little hole through there and have that as a little meditation hut. And then we're going to put in that bottom corner of the farm, we're going to have a little temple there. My dog Gaia, bless her little soul, she's buried down there. And yeah, it's very strong. You get very connected to like whatever was here before. There's there still, and it feels like that will be a nice place where we could have like a silent temple. So that's really it for up here. Just got to keep maintaining it, not do much more. Just have it flowing. The last Thieves Day we planted these and there's a picture of these in 2019 there, and they've just gone bang. Obviously bamboo's not native, but they're happy here, man. They'll just multiply. So you can actually, when it gets too much, you can cut one down and do a bit of building with it. But yeah, fucking they're mad. I think because they've got a lot of the rainwater coming off the flat roof, it's just like. So we've got a multi-sensory garden here, and the idea is you get all the benefits of the soil and the spirit of the land through your soles of your feet when you walk on here. There's different textures. So we've got some beach sand, some pebbles, some straw, and yeah, this is supposed to be a no shoe zone. And the yoga mats are from the old slates, and then you have there for the east rising, sunrise. We've had a few ceremonies and fires here. This is our sacred fire. Some really nice retreats and celebrations and ceremonies has happened around this fire, giving thanks and praise to the land and all the guardians before us always from here. Around here we had a willow dome that didn't see it through last winter. A bit too windy, but we've had ceremonies around here through the fallen logs. But yeah, you're just getting a nice different textures through your body from the soles of your feet. Really grounding at the sand. These trees are starting to change colour through the winter, but they'll all grow up and give a nice, solid grounding energy towards this area. Bamboos. We've got lots of different textures now, some hay and straw. Bamboo's a bit more contained. Herb garden, another drum, little clippings for the froggies and the newts. Into the mulch. Yeah, ideas for a nice present, calm walking. It's called movement in motion. The monks call it at the Buddhist temple when they're teaching their meditational walk. Just being nice and grounded. Yeah, the jumble. Nice. Yeah, this is the saying, the farmer's day is never done, isn't it? Like, and you can come out here on it could be like 1 in the morning, and you'll see lights up in the fields, like all these tractors still going, 1 or 2 of them, like, and it's like we don't stop. But like, to have a panic attack in like mid-20s, it's like, I thought I was gonna die. I had anxiety, social anxiety sometimes, and then this ice bath just came out of nowhere during COVID. Like, I was listening to Wim Hof and then lying in the river or lying in a puddle, wherever, and it's just such a reset.